My nose has always been made fun of. So I used to hate my face. Cellulite is normal. Everybody has it. We're not shown that. We're not shown in magazines or Instagram right now. Small lips, big nose, big eyes, small eyebrows, thin eyebrows. To be apologetic about their breasts. And if you're not apologetic about your breasts, you're sexualized for it. So my clothes would not fit, so I had to go and get new ones. I think you need a tummy tuck. And this was said as a joke by someone. I looked down and there was literally nothing. That society has really failed us all, especially as women. I've also seen a lot of men nowadays who I've spoken to. I think I used to have a traumatic experience when I went shopping. I still have a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I will feel good. The thing that I could see was my weight increasing on the scale. Who cares? You are missing out. Like, I really missed out on celebrating myself. Did I need something to come into fashion to make me feel good about myself? Namaste. Today I am going to speak about a topic that is a little bit sensitive for me, and I'm having to have a lot of courage to talk about this. So I hope that it resonates with you, and if it does, then remember to share it with somebody who you think will benefit from this. So I grew up being very thin. I was like a skeleton. No matter how much I ate, and I ate a lot, I had a very big appetite, I would always remain really thin. And people who used to cook for me actually used to have a problem with it. Like, are you done? How much more do I need to make? Will you ever be full? And despite that, I was always thin. Now, the society loved that. I was according to the image that was acceptable for some reason, and as if my metabolism reflected my self-worth. That was what was put in my head because I received a lot of validation and appreciation for it. Along with that, the people around who did not fit this image were made fun of, they were mocked. So, as a little child, this reflects on your mind in whatever ways. Now, whichever side of the spectrum you've been, you have definitely grown up with some kind of an image of how your body needs to look. And that is what happened with me. As I grew up, of course, my body did not remain the same. I was around 11 or 12 when my hips suddenly started getting wider. And as my hips started getting wider, my clothes would not fit, so I had to go and get new ones, and I had to buy jeans or pants that were bigger than the size that I was used to buying, and not just a little bit bigger, but I needed to buy 2 sizes bigger. That's 4 inches bigger, because my waist was still really small and my hips just would keep getting wider. Now, as an Indian classical dancer and as a woman, that should have been something I was happy about, but that did not happen. In fact, I started having more and more of an apologetic, embarrassed feeling about it. So when I went shopping for these jeans, the waist would be really loose and my hips would be very wide. So I started seeing this as a very bad thing, and I would just be embarrassed and I would just not end up not buying anything and just come back without getting anything. And as I grew older, it just got worse. Like, by the time I was 14, 15, to add to the hips, there was breasts as well, and now you're apologetic for that along with the hips. I mean, have you seen the number of teenagers or just women who have a hunchback because they are taught to be apologetic about their breasts? And if you're not apologetic about your breasts, you're sexualized for it. I'm yet to meet a girl, a woman who has not been sexualized or made to feel apologetic for her body in one way or the other. Now, even though my body was changing and my bone structure was getting different, I was still very thin during this period of time. Yet, I think I had body dysmorphia because you feel fat just because you're different than what you're used to being. The number of times I have skipped wearing what I wanted to wear or felt so horrible about my body for my tummy just being a little bit out, like maybe this much. Now, if there's food going in, obviously there's going to be seen, right? The funny thing was, I was actually getting fitter. I was getting more muscular. Along with growing up, I also grew to be more resilient. When I was skeleton like and I was so thin, I had the worst immunity. I used to fall ill every day. I used to be sneezing and coughing and had a very, very bad immune system. But that was what I was validated for and made to feel like that is amazing. While my body was taking its own shape and form and becoming a woman, I was literally told that I think you need a tummy tuck. And this was said as a joke by someone. But it stayed with me. Like, I looked down and there was literally nothing. But I was made to feel like I should probably see something that's not even there. And I don't even know how these things are funny. Like, oh my god, it's so sad that society has been built or created on these thoughts and perceptions of body images. As I went into my 20s, I started even more of a physical activity. I went to the gym and I did more physical things, because of which my muscle weight started increasing. And the only thing that I could see was my weight increasing on the scale. And it led me even more to feel embarrassed about myself. Additionally, there were a lot of other people who I used to see and say, I used to look like this. Why don't I look like this anymore? Something must be wrong with me. Oh my god, to add to this, it became really, really hard for me to go shopping. I think I used to have a traumatic experience when I went shopping, because I'll tell you, like, I think these malls and these stores can really benefit from having better mirrors and lighting. It's so bad. It highlights every single cellulite on your body. Even if you have like this much of flesh on you, it's not even fat, it's just flesh on your bones. It just makes it look like something else, and you feel like, I don't want to look like this, I'm scared to try something on. You're looking weird. There are, those lights are having shadows on you, and those shadows look really weird. So I really think that these malls and these stores should do something better and change their lighting and their mirrors, and I think they might make more sales from it. So firstly, could not buy jeans. Nothing fit me. Pants didn't fit me. I felt really bad that my waist was small and hips were bigger, and I just didn't know what to do about it. It felt like it's a problem that I need to fix. Even suit sets, any set, even today, quad sets, they don't fit me because my upper half is smaller than my lower half, and it just was so embarrassing for me. Suppose I had a top or a kurta that I used to put on. My kurta used to be really loose, the waist used to be loose, and it used to still be tight on the hips. Even a large size, even though I was so small at that point in time, a large size would be tight on my hips, and it used to make me feel so pathetic. I remember I had gone with somebody, and they were making fun of the fact that I needed 4 inches. Like, I think I needed, my size was 28 and I needed to wear 32 or 34, and they were making fun of that. So even more, I just could not go and shop. I can't even tell you the trauma that I have gone through and the horrible experiences that I've had when I went shopping, so as to just avoid it. Now I remember it was about 2008 or 9 that if I'm not mistaken, it was Levi's. Levi's came, I think Levi's was second in doing it. There was another brand, I can't remember the brand. But finally, it was like someone saw this and they created different hip sizes for the same waist. And suddenly I was like, wait, 1 second, this is not just my problem. There are other people with wider hips and smaller waists. And suddenly I felt okay to buy jeans. I went and tried it out, and I remember for the first time, I think it was called Bootylicious or something. Which brand was this? I can't remember the brand. If you all remember, then comment below. Oh my god, it was a revelation for me, and I suddenly started wearing jeans again. I felt good again. It was nice. But imagine it took that long to just recognize that women have different bodies and different body shapes. It was so sad, but by then a lot of damage had been done. You know, when I look back at my pictures now from that time, and if I find those pictures, I'm going to just add them here somewhere, because I really want you to see how I actually looked. And I really missed out. I feel so bad. I really missed out on living my life, on wearing the things that I wanted to wear, on wearing swimsuits. The number of times I have passed up going into the pool or going into the beach because I was so scared to wear a swimsuit. I used to keep thinking, what will people say? What will people think? Look at the cellulite. And I didn't wear a swimsuit because I was so apologetic of how imbalanced I would look, and therefore I didn't wear a swimsuit until recently. And I really missed out. Yeah, I really missed out on so much of my life. I wish I had a better body image to have enjoyed the things. Even if I wore certain things certain time, I felt so bad about myself. I was feeling conscious. I was taught to be conscious about myself and not feel okay, not feel good. And I really wish that I felt better. You know, there are periods of time, it's not like I never felt okay. There are periods of time when I actually felt very good about myself. I was really fit and I was doing very well, but I still would look at some one particular body part of mine and say, this is perfect, but this one is not. I still have a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I will feel good. And it's just so sad. Now I'll tell you the breakthrough that happened, okay? The breakthrough. It's so funny when I say this, but suddenly, a few years ago, I started seeing that there are people who are getting surgeries to look like me. Something that I have been so apologetic about, so embarrassed about, there's suddenly people who want to look like that, who are getting surgeries to look like this. Oh my god. Suddenly it was in fashion. Suddenly it's a good thing to have wider hips and small waist. And I'm like, are you serious? And in that moment, I was like, did I need something to come into fashion to make me feel good about myself? Not just this. Suddenly now curls are in fashion, so people are enjoying their curls, while for the longest time, I remember how many people with curly hair have gotten this comment, why don't you get your hair straightened? People with straight hair want to get it curled. So there's just always something else that's in fashion, that is celebrated. And then suddenly if it's in fashion and it's celebrated, you realize, let me celebrate this about myself because I already have it. How long will we wait for something to come into fashion to be in love with it? Suddenly big lips are in fashion, then small lips, then straight hair, then curly hair. Thick eyebrows, thin eyebrows, big eyes, small eyes are in fashion. Why do we need something to be in fashion to fall in love with it? Why? That fashion changes every day. Who cares? You are missing out. Like, I really missed out on celebrating myself. I mean, look at this. I wake up and I'm able to do everything that I want to do. Everything that you do in one day, you're able to do because of your body. How amazing is that? You have the energy, you have the strength, you have the ability to do whatever it is that you do in your capacity because of your body, because of your mind. Isn't that enough reason to celebrate whatever you are? Uniquely you. Instead of thinking that you want to be something or a representation looking like something that is celebrated, why not just right now exactly who you are is enough? It's more than enough. It's amazing. Why not? Now that I think about it, I have missed out on 30 years of my life where I could have been swimming, going into pools, going into beaches, and wearing shorts when I wanted to. In my head, I was not looking the way I was supposed to look. And today, it's so funny that what's in fashion, I saw someone saying thick thighs, and I was like, are you serious? I have hated my thighs all my life, and suddenly now it is in fashion, and I'm supposed to love it. I'm not able to love it. I am not able to get over the fact that cellulite is normal. Everybody has it. We're not shown that. We're not shown in magazines or Instagram right now that there is cellulite on the body. Very, very few. Now there is a little bit of a change that's coming in. There are plus size models who show their bodies and show that big bodies are also loved and adored and celebrated. But I don't think the change has entirely come. Little bit here and there, but I think especially our age, major damage has been done for a very long period of time. And also a lot of the kids nowadays think that the Instagram models or even these influencers, what are you putting out there and how are you showing yourself to be some perfect images of something that is not even real. Now, what took me to love my flaws and my body was me completely losing shape, putting on weight in the past 4-5 years. I've been through a lot of stress, and increasingly every year I put on more and more weight and lost the shape that I've had all these years. And now I'm a little bit getting back into shape. Not little bit, a lot more. A few months ago it was really bad, and I will add images of that as well here. And trust me, anyone who sees me will think that I'm very confident in my body, and I have been, not like I've not, but I know what goes on in my head and how it could have been way better. And I know people who are way worse, and my heart goes out to you. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I've still had good moments because I have had a body where I was okay, and despite having that, I had really bad body dysmorphia, or felt so apologetic about myself. So I can't even imagine what you must have gone through, and I'm really sorry that you went through something like that. Society has really failed us all, especially as women. And here I want to add that I have also seen a lot of men nowadays who I've spoken to who feel like they need to be something or a particular image or have these muscles and whatever. It's so sad. You don't need any of that to feel good about yourself or celebrate your body or look a particular way. Since I put on as much weight as I did, suddenly I was like, 1 second, just because I'm not in shape right now, does it mean that I stop living fully? Does it mean that I love myself lesser? I can't do this. I am going to love myself now. I don't care this is actually the time that I started wearing swimsuits, and so bad, like it took me losing the shape of my body to actually love myself and say that I don't care, now I'm going to wear swimsuits and I'm going to wear whatever I want. But I'm happy it happened, okay? This is what it took for me to break that mold and break those shackles of what I wanted to look like, because suddenly I don't want to look like anything anymore. I know that my body is a representative, everybody, all of us, our body is a representative of how we are feeling inside. Something wrong with my microphone. Oh dear, I really hope that all this has gotten recorded properly. Technical glitches. This does not mean that you don't take care of your health and you're unhealthy and you say it's okay, I don't care, because I'm going to love myself like this. I'm going to give you a representation right now. My home, I love my home. I decorate it the way that I want it to be. I want the pot here, I want pillows, I want cushions. Look here, there's a candle that is not even in the frame, but I've kept it here because it's giving me that feel, so I know that I want to make my house look beautiful. I will keep it clean. So just like how I keep my home clean, when there is something that spills, something that falls, I immediately take care of it. I don't want pests in the house. I will clean up so that there's no accumulation of dust and dirt. The body is exactly like that, okay? My body, your body is the home for our souls, our respective souls. My body is the home for my soul, and I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to keep my mind clean, my emotions healthy. Why? Only because I love my home. And just like I love my home and keep it clean, I'm going to keep my body clean and I'm going to contribute to it positively. Now, as soon as you do that from inside, it's going to reflect on the outside. It obviously will. Now, a reflection of that, however you're feeling inside, your organs, your mind, your bones, your muscles, your joints, your emotions, all of these things are going to reflect on you. I have a huge cortisol belly right now because my stress has been max, okay? In the past few years it's been ever rising, and also my body has been changing in a lot of ways. I have felt my body changing every 10 years, and it's just the structure of it. Like now even my top half is heavy, my breasts are bigger than they used to be, which I'm kind of getting used to. I'm not used to this, so my body is changing and I'm sure yours is as well. So you will learn to come to terms with it and love it no matter where it is, because it is a representation of how you are. And on the days that I don't feel so good about myself and I'm like, I want to wear something loose, then I'll wear something loose. Suppose I want to wear the dress that I wear and my tummy is still seen, I'm like, who cares? It's there, it's shown, it's seen, it's fine. So I think just coming, like completely losing the shape that I had, and if I get those pictures, I will have shown certain pictures, and I'll probably put two side by side here for you to see that if I have looked like that and not had a good body image, and I have looked like this to have a good body image. It's this beautiful yellow butterfly that's flying here. These animals and birds and butterflies, they just love communicating. Nature just loves communicating with you. Like you'd seen the plants, the tree on the balcony. Oh my god, they just love interacting. Those people who make you feel horrible about yourself, they are speaking about their own insecurities. They are not speaking about you. Everyone has their own mess in their mind. They have not cleaned their home. Okay, they have not cleaned their home. This is all kachra that someone else has thrown upon them, and they have not cleaned that kachra. So they are throwing the kachra at you. Remember, everyone can give you only what they have. So if someone's giving you crap, you choose to not take that crap. Okay? An important thing is what is going on in your head. What are you saying to yourself and what are you saying to others? It's so important to be aware of that. If you say horrible things to yourself, it's because these horrible things have been said unto you. Now, in this moment, you will immediately be aware of it, apologize for those horrible, horrible statements in your head, and tweak it. Say something amazing. First, say sorry to yourself or someone else who you have said something pathetic to, commented on their body in any way, good, bad, whatever. Don't put any validation into somebody. There is so much to love about yourself. And if you're used to having a horrible self-image, a horrible body image, or body dysmorphia for that matter, this is the moment to change that, tweak that. Start looking at yourself from beautiful eyes of how someone you absolutely love, how would you treat them? How would they treat you? How would you like to be treated? How would you like to be spoken to? That's how you start building this connection with yourself, this relationship with yourself. Start saying lovely things to yourself. Hold that part of the body that has felt so neglected. And like the fact that my stomach is like many times bigger than it has been, I will keep my hand on it, and I'll say, I know I have not processed my emotions really well, and thank you for doing the best that you can do to protect me. Thank you for doing the best that you can do to still keep me healthy. And this is something that we need to remember, that the body is doing the best that it can to keep you healthy. The body is coping in ways you can't even imagine. Imagine that if my stomach is the size that it is right now, it's to protect me from something worse happening. And I love that. I love that something worse didn't happen. It was just this. Thank you. I'm so grateful for my body that it just did the least harmful thing to me. And it protected me in ways I don't even know. I don't know what I have escaped. I'm so grateful for that. My nose has always been made fun of. My nose has been ridiculed, and I have been made to feel really horrible about my nose. I used to hate my face. Small lips, big nose, big eyes, small eyebrows, thin eyebrows. Like right now, I just want to say that I have done my eyebrows. I don't know if it's seen, but I did have a problem with acne, and I want to talk about the acne as well. But I do have acne scars as yet. Like, it's not entirely gone. You can probably see it, but I do have acne scars. So yeah, that is the beauty of it, that we have flaws, and that's what makes us unique. So there was this one time where I said, I cannot live my life like this. I cannot live my whole life hating my face. I want to love it. And there was this one day, I think I was about 16 or 17 if I'm not mistaken. I decided I'm just going to love my nose. I want to love my face. I'm going to love my face, and I will accept my nose the way it is and just love it. And I think it was about a month later that I was traveling by train, and while I was traveling by train, there was this old couple who was sitting next to me on the next berth, and they just kept looking at me. And there was this one time that I caught their glance and I smiled, and they said, by any chance, are you from Iran? Can you hear the birds? They always chime in these momentous occasions. Maybe they're really proud of me that I did this. So they said, are you from Iran? You have very beautiful, exquisite features, so unique and so attractive. I love your nose. In that moment, I was like, wait, what just happened? I've tricked my brain into thinking that my nose is amazing and somehow tricked someone else into believing that. I believed it. And then clearly the world outside reflected this. Ever since then, the number of people who have commented and appreciated my nose is amazing. Till today, I receive compliments for my nose, and I think, wow, I have spent so many years of my life hating my nose, and it was such a waste. Such a waste. I love the fact that I love my nose today, I love my face today because I fell in love with a part of it that was neglected or made to feel horrible about. So just imagine, think about it. Think about something you hate about yourself. Can you trick yourself to believe that that's the most attractive thing about you? And imagine you receive compliments for it. How brilliant that is. maybe you can do it. I would love to hear from you. What part of your body do you really detest, or have you been made to feel uncomfortable about, and do you think, let's tweak it together, let's see what we can do. Today, list down those things that you have felt apologetic about, embarrassed about, and say that I'm no longer going to be in that space to feel pathetic about myself. I want to love myself right now. I want to love each and every part of me. Hold yourself, touch yourself more, hold your own hand, give yourself that love. Oh my god, I keep looking at my hand, admiring my hand. I will say, oh, thank you for making me a dancer, because without you I would not be able to do anything. My feet, I'm so grateful for my feet. I run, I walk, I'm able to dance. My arm, my body makes me look so beautiful, makes me look graceful. Let's fall in love with ourselves exactly the way that we are today, right here, right now. We're not going to waste one moment more of this precious, precious life carrying the burdens of something that somebody said 100 years ago and living a pathetic life because of something that someone said. I'm sending lots of love to all of you. May you feel the warmth, may you feel the love, the universe just embracing you for who you are. You have been created in this divine form. Your body, your soul has chosen your body for a reason to look the way that you do. Trust me, it is aligned with the purpose of your life. Celebrate it, love yourself. Every part of you, that part of you that you felt worse about, you're going to feel the best about that part of you, and love yourself to the maximum. I want to add this disclaimer here. I still don't have the best body image, okay? Just because now it's in fashion, I don't love my thighs. I don't wear those clothes that I really want to. Sometimes I don't feel that good. I'm not saying I have the best body image, but I'm working towards it, and it's important to accept that you're not in a great place, or that you are better than you used to be, and then you know where you're headed, you know where you're going, you know the things that you want to do. Don't wait for someday to feel good about yourself. That day will never come. That day is today. If in case you feel like there's someone who will benefit from this, please send this video to them. You don't know how you can change someone's life with just the change in their thoughts and how they see themselves. So I really hope that maximum people receive this message to just love themselves exactly the way that they are. So remember to like and share and comment on the post so that it reaches more number of people. That would really, really help. Sending you so much love. Let's do this together. And if you want help on anything, any aspect of your life, I am Ashwini Kaikini. It's been a decade since I have been working in this field of healing and therapy. I teach yoga. I do integrated yoga therapy. I'm a Kathak dancer as well. All my details are in the description. You can write to me. May this just reach whoever this needs to reach, and whoever needs to hear this message. Sending you so much love. Thank you. Namaste.